Hello, welcome to Crystalline Universe. I'm your host Paul Charles Bown, and I'm going to talk to you about some spiritualism, about what happens when you die. So you've moved out of your body. Next thing you know, you're in a comfort area. You'll be greeted by relatives that were passed over before, somebody you might have known or been best friend with, or your spirit guide will take you. You'll understand who he is and feel very, very comfortable with who you've met with. They'll take you through into the light. When you're in the light, you'll either need to go for some healing if it was a long-term problem with the body you had that's affected your soul. Most of the time it will be a mental problem, like a tumour that might have killed you. You go for healing, and then you'll meet up with the Council of Elders. If there's no healing required, you'll go straight to the Council of Elders. And you'll feel very comfortable. You'll recognise most of them, or all of them, because you've met them all before, for previous lifetimes. So next, they'll ask you about the lessons you have learned during this lifetime. Are you happy with these lessons you've learned? They will probably remind you of various tiny little things that you did. And they'll ask you, are you happy with the lessons? Are you not happy with the lessons? Do you want to return in another life to learn those lessons again, or something you've missed out and you want to go back and do it again? If you can go back straight away into another lifetime, or you can go back another time and arrange for a new family that you'll be with, arrange for new friends that you'll meet up during that lifetime, or you can go back to your cluster group, which is like a bunch of grapes, and all beings of light are mostly spheres. Can stretch and change shape, of course, but more comfortably it's known as spheres, or on Earth they're called orbs. That's what you see in a lot of photographs. When a spirit decides to come and visit or stay around in the earth plane, they like the house they were living in and they don't want to leave, or they have no idea that if they actually died, and hundreds of years could go by and they still think they're alive. As in the spirit world, there's no meaning of time. So seconds have passed as far as they're concerned, and hundreds of years have passed on Earth. So here we are. We're back in your cluster group. All your friends are there. Your spirit guide will meet up with you, and there are things that you can choose to do with your time there. You can eat the same things you had on Earth, but they will not have the same intensity of taste or feeling of, say, if you kick a football. You get something, but it's not exactly like it is when you're in a human body. So after that, you create. You can come back if you wish. More lessons to learn. The soul will know what lessons to learn. So you can arrange with whoever you want to be your parents, your grandparents. They will say, "Okay, you go now." Or you can say to them, the spirit guide will organise with the Council of Elders who you want to be with, what lessons need to learn, who you have to be with to learn certain lessons. So they'll come forward 2 souls that will turn out to be your parents, and they will have problems of their own. They've had lessons to their own to learn from this, and you work together for everybody to have their lessons. So to be born again. So before you're born, you're taken to see what could be described as television screens. Is interesting. There could be 3 of them. So you could choose 3 different lifetimes. You can see what you're going to look like and choose if that's the lesson you want to learn, particular lesson of what you look like. If you're going to be a model, or you're going to be obese, or you're going to be crippled. The soul has lessons to learn, so you choose which one you want to be. You could be in a model body, but you choose what schools you learn, how educated you get. You could be in a big body and be a champion boxer if you choose. Musicians, you can carry with you past experience lifetimes if you choose. If there's various things you want to take with you, that's why you get gifted people. Very gifted musicians being born. Very gifted writers. Handwriting can be fantastic at 2 years old. English people talk about past lives when they're 2 years old. They learn to speak and say, oh, this is what I did in my last life, or you weren't here when I was in my last life, or you were my granddad in my last life, you were my brother you were my sister, you were my grandmother. It's so you arrange with the souls that you want to be with and what lessons you're going to learn. So carry over with you what you want. And so concludes my 5-minute lesson for today. Thanks for watching Crystalline Universe. And if you'd like to like and subscribe, would be nice. Leave comments, and perhaps I'll make some more videos for you to enjoy. Ciao.